trials and growth, the light stays strong, turning every challenge into.
So let me say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever part of the world you are joining us from. We want to say welcome tonight to another edition of the Myers TV. Tonight we are here with our religious awareness discussion. We've been here since Wednesday and today marks Friday. Wherever you are joining us from, we want to say welcome tonight to another unique edition. Tonight we are blessed again to have our own senior brother with us. Brother Lee T. Gibson. We want to say welcome tonight, sir, to the Myers TV. We are so excited having you tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miles. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you, wherever you are. It's an exciting moment to be here again to have another edition of the programs on the Myers TV shows. So we are hopeful of having a fascinating discussion tonight. Thank you, Miles.
Thank you so much. Let me say to our listeners, our viewers, wherever you are, Brother Lee has been imparting us since last week. He's been here giving us some knowledge, and I hope that every one of us have been learning something good. And tonight again, we are here with another exciting topic or fascinating topic. We're going to talk about faith under pressure, real life youth situations. And it's going to be a wonderful discussion today. We know that we live in a dispensation or in a time today, in a century today, where there are a lot of us have been placed under pressure when it comes to our belief system. Both when we look at our spiritual life, our physical life, those things around us, we have been placed under pressure. We don't have our own will, right? Because the kind of teaching some of us came from honor, the kind of people, they really don't tell us the reality about the life we live today. They don't tell us about we live in a world today that is so open. You need to know, normally in Liberia, we say you need to be squeeze smart. You need to know some things. There are some things you need to know. Once you don't know these things, it becomes so harmful for you. So tonight's discussion is going to be a wonderful thing. There are some of us today, we are placed, there are certain things that have been, suppressing us. We want to do the right thing sometimes, but we are afraid, fears and other things have taken over us. And tonight we say, come and join us. Let's listen. Let's have this conversation together that every one of us going to, get something positive from it. So we'll take our commercial, and once we get back, we hope that then our panelists and the rest of the people will join us as we start this important discussion.
Of hope. so true. Buena Myers, we honor you. With faith and courage, the journey began. Building a platform for every man. Through trials and growth, the light stayed strong. Turning every challenge into yeah. Oh, my TV, light in the world. My TV, shine on the screen. Voices of hope, living the dream. From Africa's heart to the world we see. Truth and culture. Maya's TV, Maya's TV, bringing light each day. Stories that guide us, show the way. One love, one voice, one destiny. Welcome to the future, Maya's TV. A vision was born with a purpose so true. Buena Myers, we honor you. With faith and courage, the journey began. Building a platform for every man. Through trials and growth, the light stayed strong. Turning every challenge into
Okay, thank you so much to our technical man, Pona Myers. Am I audible?
You are.
Okay, thank you so much. So let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
For me, I cannot hear her.
Are you not still getting her?
Am I audible now?
No. Maybe I should go and come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, please.
Okay. So that was our guest. He have technical issues, so he have to rejoin. Let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as per location you are watching us from. I want to say welcome to the Myers TV. Today's topic is faith under pressure. How young people try to cope with Myers, are you getting me? Hello? Myers,
Yeah,
are
you
you
are
getting
audible. Yeah.
Mr. Gibson, are you getting me now? Yeah, that was your network. So, like I said, welcome to the Myers TV. For you that are just joining, you can like, share, comment, and share our show. We appreciate. Our topic is faith under pressure, real life youth situation. So today we'll be exploring how you experience intensive challenges situation when it comes to their social media, their pressure, how their faith affect their faith. So today we're going to explore more. Just keep tuned. You can drop your thoughts, your comments. We'll identify that. So once again, my name is Queen Annie, and I'm currently residing in India. I'm your host for tonight. So let's turn to our co-host Bona Myers. I already called her name, but you are welcome, sir. Let's hear from you.
Thank you so much to our host for tonight. Thank you so much for coming in. Tonight is such a wonderful topic. The name remains constant. Bona D. Myers is my name. Currently studying also in India, studying Operation Theater Technology, a final year student who have been placed in graduation chat room, prospective graduate. We cannot say that. Yeah, I have to be sometimes. I have to be proud now. Yeah, prospective graduate. And also
I don't
one of tonight being the co-host for this unique program. We're going to talk about faith under pressure today. And before you join, I was just sharing with our guest tonight. Queen, there has been a serious problem we face today, not just not just on the social side, but even on the religious side today. You know, parents are forcing the children to buy things that automatically it's not necessary. If we look at it, that even affecting us, because when these things we buy by it, when it comes to spirituality, when we take it so that kind of way, right, and then it affects us when it comes to our social life today and other areas around us. So at least our brother who is here today, Mr. Lee T. Gibson, who have more knowledge when it comes to the Bible. At least we're gonna look both into it, because while I was studying, I came across some scriptures, that we have to look at, and our parents also need to take note of these things that really affect our society today. So we're going to have an interactive discussion tonight to all of our followers. We want to say you can follow us on Facebook right now, and we are also live on YouTube. Just put the Myers TV. We are live right now on YouTube. You're going to enjoy it. You can send in, like our host said, you can send in your question, whatever you have, send it here. We will also be taking calls. I don't know whether she's going to take calls tonight. You can place in your call as well to be a partaker of the show tonight and share your own insight on the topic. So thank you so much for the time.
Okay, thank you so much. That was the voice of our co-host, and it made his finally graduating this year. So we have taken so much trouble in his hand, like so. Some of us still have 2 to 3 years to graduate. So yeah.
Please stop lying. Please stop lying to us. She also a prospective graduate.
Yeah, so that's it. So let's hear from our guest. He was here the last time. Tonight going to be extraordinary because we enjoyed our guest last time, and it's an honor again to have him here tonight. Going to explore more and more. So let's hear from you, Mr. Gibson. All of that. They all watch it, the past show. They want to know who is Mr. Gibson, who is our guest. So let's hear from you. You are welcome, sir.
Okay, so thank you, Queen. So let me congratulate the both of you in advance for
Miss,
becoming a prospective graduate, and I wish you well in every academic journey. Yeah, also good evening, good morning, good afternoon to the listening audience, irrespective of your location. So my name is Lee T. Gibson. I am a Liberian. I hail from Bon County. I am a student currently studying in China, where I pursue master in not public but project management, and at the University of Finance and Economic. So it is a great pleasure to be here tonight. Let me again appreciate the Myers TV family for giving me this opportunity. So I don't know whether the other panelists are in the back. Greetings to you if you are in the back also. So we can begin, right?
yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, so I think the co-host has already announced the topic, and followed by the host, our topic, which
Yeah,
specifically we're going to dwell on, faith under pressure. Yeah. Can you hear
yeah.
me?
Don't worry. I know what you brought for us tonight. You cannot just wait to tell us. Don't worry.
Okay, okay. I give to you. I give to you.
Yeah, they make it wait. They made it low. They're happy tonight. Yeah. So while we were talking, we okay, Mr. Philip, you are welcome, sir. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening again to you, beautiful queen, and good evening to handsome Miles, and a very good evening to our
Beautiful.
vibrant and intelligent.
Are going to be guys. So this
And a very good evening. Hello, am I audible?
guy.
Okay. And a very good evening again to our vibrant and intelligent, handsome guest in studio, Mr. Gibson, as well as my quote unquote self-claimed elder brother. It's a good evening to you. It is good. It's good to be on the show tonight, like always. This is our place, this is our happy area, and this is where we bring our energy, we bring our intelligence, we bring our thoughts and insights. So, good evening, or morning, afternoon, hello, whatever time to our viewers and followers. Thank you for supporting the Myers Television. We are here to stay, and we are here for you. And thank you for being for us. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you. One of the unique part of Philip, they got know how to praise. All set of sweet names to give you, like when he catch you. Trust me, yeah, you Gary. So I want to say Philip, I already know the guy praise. It don't go only for ladies, so both like. So that's it. That was it. Was one of our panelists, Mr. Philip, like always been here with us. So let's hear from our senior brother, which is the president of the lovely professional university. Yeah, I'm sorry for calling you a tattoo sir, but you have to, sometimes you have to pay respect to who respect you to. So you are welcome, sir.
What kind of preso? Yeah. What kind of preso? PC preso?
I don't talk about my friend. I know what he came it was. You are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Representative of the DGI Institute. Thank you so much for recognizing me. And to our followers, I say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. To my own big brother, Mr. Gibson, I want to say once again, you are welcome to the Myers TV. We are happy again for us to be back tonight. To my brother Myers, good evening. To my little brother Philip, I want to say good evening. So thank you so much.
All right, we need a show to end in peace tonight, please, because their little brother.
No comments. No comments. I reserve my comments.
Yeah, so to our listener out there that don't know who are those people that are here, you have listened to the introduction of those people that are here. We have our guest, which is Queen, Miss Queen, and we have our co-host, Mr. Bona Myers. We have our guest, Mr. Gibson. I would love to call men by their last name, Mr. Gibson, and we have Mr. Dolo. We have Mr. Moore. So thanks again. Let's get our music break, and then after that, we'll come into business. Okay, thank you so much, our technical name, Bona Myers. Let me say welcome again for those that are just joining. Welcome to the Myers TV. Our topic today is faith under pressure, real life youth situation. So today we are going to explore mode. So let's hear from our guest, Mr. Gibson, what you brought for us. I give you 10 minutes for presentation, sir.
Okay, so thank you very much, Queen. Thank you to our panelists for joining, and thanks to the listening audience. So, like you mentioned, we are going to be discussing on the topic faith under pressure. So, it is an interactive discussion where we have our viewer inputs and contribution to make on the topic. So, it is quite exciting to be here tonight again on this panel to, to share our ideas, our thoughts, and to make our contribution to the society. So thank you for the opportunity again to the Myers TV family. So let's get into business. So as you mentioned, you gave me 10 minutes. Maybe I may speak more or less, but I hope to speak less. So we are going to speak about a topic, that many of us, many young people, they struggle with. When we say faith under pressure, it's something that is a concerning, topic to everyone, because no matter where you from, no matter your academic background, no matter your religious background, faith is something that, it function both, under pressures and under a normal circumstance. So tonight, it is important that we discuss it and we discover some of the pressures, that faith can undergo. So faith is easy when life is smooth. First of all, it is easy to believe. It is easy to trust and to stay committed to your values when nothing challenges you. So on a normal day or on a normal circumstances, if there is no challenge, it is very easy to believe. Yeah, it is very easy to identify yourself, with your, let's say, identify yourself by your faith, your belief, your religions, and what have you, because there is no challenge or challenges. So it's very easy. But what happens when your beliefs are tested? Some of us, when we are tested, we have different way of reacting. We have, you know, different, different reactions. We don't take it lightly, and in fact, it affects us to the extent that we even take wrong decision, because that that times or that testing times is what we call pressure, and that is why we are here tonight to discuss faith under pressure. So how well do you behave when your faith is under pressure? So what happens when you feel alone, or what happens when you misunderstood, or what happens, you know, when you are compromised? What happens? So that is when faith becomes real. So when you are faced with challenges, what happens? How do you react? How do you behave? So that is when faith becomes real. It's not just in a vacuum where everything is normal, everything is rosy, everything is okay. No, but under circumstances, under challenges. So it's when faith becomes real if you act positively. So tonight we are going to answer a few questions. So number one, what is faith under pressure? So we have to firstly get to understand what is faith under pressure, so that our listening audience can understand, our topic. Maybe someone may be listening to us, but they don't know what do we mean by what is faith under pressure. So faith under pressure means holding on to what you believe, even when it is, number one, unpopular, even when it costs you something valuable in your life. So even if it makes you stand out, or even if it feels difficult. So that is why that is faith under pressure. So faith under pressure means holding on to what we believe, even when there is challenges, even when there is difficulties, even that when there is, hard time. So pressure doesn't destroy faith; it reveals it. So you cannot express, or you cannot you cannot actually feel faith when there is no pressure. You cannot realize the true definition of faith when there is no pressure. So pressure doesn't destroy faith. So pressure will come in our life, challenges will come, but it will not destroy our faith. It will only reveals it. Meaning, what do we believe in? What do we stand for? So think about this. For example, let me give you an example from the Bible because I'm a Christian. So there was a man called Daniel. Maybe every one of us, we may be aware of the story. So he was pressured to stop praying. So he knew the consequences, right? Because it was told that if anyone is caught praying, they were going to bear the consequences of the law. So he knew the consequences, yet he chose faith over fear. So you see, so that alone, it did not destroy his faith, but it reveals it. It enhances his faith. So, when we are faced with challenges, it doesn't mean our faith is destroyed. It just means that, something has appeared to reveal our faith, to reveal our true faith, what we believe in. So he chose faith over fear. His pressure did not weaken his belief, so it strengthened it. So at the end of the day, we all know what happened. So another person in our, let's say, I can say dispensation, right? Nelson Mandela, in doing 27 years in prison, but he held onto his convictions. He changed what he wanted. Though he was faced with challenges like, imprisonment, spending about 27 years in prison, that is faith under pressure because he stood for what he believed in. So when that, challenging time came, he was willing to go through it, but it did not destroy his faith. In fact, it boosted his faith. It increased his faith. It strengthened his faith. So at the end of the day, when he came off, he made a history. So our faith, faith under pressure, it doesn't mean that you should just put yourself in, in a bad situation or in a self claim challenges or whatever you, or you should, cause or challenges for yourself. No, challenges are going to come because it's phenomenal. But when it comes, we should stand faith. We should stand firm in our faith because it's going to strengthen us. It's going to boost our faith. So question number 2 that we should answer tonight: real life pressures young people face today, because it's part of our topic. So we have to discuss what are some of the real life pressures young people face today. So we are coming to our context. We are coming to to our society. So let come home, right? For example, young people today face intense pressure in many ways, so many areas. Number 1, academic pressure. We have a lot of academic pressures. Some of us, I guess, every one of us on this platform tonight, serving as panelists, co-hosts, hosts, guests, we are all students, right? We are all international students. We came abroad to pursue a higher education. So we have academic pressure. So number 1, we get pressure from grades. We get pressure from successful career. We get pressure from from competition. So there are a lot of pressure now in our society. So number 1, we have academic pressure. When it comes, sometimes for me, I did my undergraduate in Morocco and we did it in French. So there were many times where we went to read our tests, our exams, and because of the language barrier, some of us we used to fall prey, we used to fail, and some of the female, most especially the female, after failing, when they get home, they will go into and they will cry because it's like you have invested all of your time, all of your energy, sleepless night, studying for exams. Only to go take the exam and you fail, you have to repeat. So it was a pressure. Some of them, they couldn't control that. They have to abandon the scholarship and return back home. So that is academic pressure, because they are thinking of how they can succeed academically and how they can, go back home with flying colors, how they can make their family proud. So because of that, it places academic pressure on them. So investing a lot of time and not seeing the result, it become, pressure for them. So today we have number one, academic pressure. So I guess we are all passing through that, even though you may be studying English or what have you, but there are sometimes, you can default academically. So it can make you to feel bad, right? Because why you default and then your friend, he or she pass. So it's a pressure on you because you have a close friend who has successfully passed, but you, because of maybe one or two reasons, you were unable to pass. So it's a pressure. So sometimes this pressure leads to cheating or cutting corners. You may think. So at the end of the day, you will find somebody say, I don't know this, I have to giraffe, I have to spar to do something, so I have to pass. So because you have been placed under that pressure, you want to do everything possible just to pass that exam. So at the end of the day, you are going to do whatever everyone else is doing. So if people are aspiring to pass, you too, you are going to be compared to aspire because you are under pressure. You are under academic pressure. So you see, so you are going to do everything possible to pass that test. But faith under pressure means choosing integrity. So in our circumstances, if you choose integrity, he said, no, not because everyone is doing this, meaning I should do it. No, even if it costs you your higher grade, even if it costs you your everything. That is what I said previously. So faith means it costs something that will cost you everything, or something that you value that will cost you that valuable thing in your life. So you don't have to, follow everyone to do whatsoever they are doing, because you are choosing integrity while your faith is under pressure. So even if it costs you whatever, you are willing to go through that. So number two, after academic pressure, we have social media pressure. As you may be aware, we have social media pressure. I don't think I need to talk more because it's glaring. Everyone's seeing that every time, every day on social media. So platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, blah blah blah, everywhere, every platform, it has pressure. Number one, you see people online, they look very perfect, they look very neat. So you yourself, you want to look good. You want to look like people online. So it's a pressure by itself. It's a social media pressure because you have seen your friend, she dresses well, she put everything together, and she has everything, makeup, everything intact, and she obtained more likes, comments. So yourself, you seeing that, you are under pressure to do that. For example, maybe you see your friend having a very luxurious birthday celebration online, everything, So at the end of the day, when your birthday comes, you want to do the same. So there where you find some people, even using their school fees just to celebrate one day, one birthday celebration, they will use. In fact, some of them will even keep money for a whole year, and they will spend that money just to celebrate a one day celebration. Why? Not some of them, not because they want to do so, but because of social media pressure. Because they want to get that same like and comments that their friend got. So at the end result, they have to go whatever matter to do whatever thing that they will do to attain that. So they are under pressure. So social media pressure today, young people, often compare their real life to someone else's edited life on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Some of these lives that we are seeing on social media, they are not real, but they are putting pressure on young people. And young people are not aware that they are under pressure. If someone is just faking everything on social media, and then you are carried away by that, you are under pressure. You are, if you are in a relationship, you are demanding from your partner, your parents, you are demanding from your parents because of this pressure. someone just living or edited life on Facebook, and you are carried away by that. So that is number two. Social media pressure, is influencing our society today, and many of our young people have been affected by that. So number three, we got peer pressure. So peer pressure is one of the very easy, very easy pressure. Peers, your peers. This one is of the strongest pressure because you are interacting with people on a daily basis. Maybe you are living with your friends. You are doing things in common. So at the end of the day, they influence you. So friends may pressure you to do something that you don't want to do. Number one, maybe they may pressure you to drink alcohol. You are in a gathering where all of your friends, they are alcoholic. They drink, and then you are in a gathering where friends are engaged in unhealthy relationships. So at the end of the day, yourself, you have to, you just have to go that way. Maybe you are in a gathering where friends are bullying others to fit in. People are doing so many things. Some people compromising their morals. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you that have that moral value or you have that Christian foundation, if you are not careful, peer pressure can take it away. So many of our people today, peer pressure, has affected them so badly to the extent that, they have gone wayward. You find out that, you see, it is this, pastor's sons or daughter. So you see people asking that question because they know your parents to be people of moral character. But because of the peer pressure now, you are deviating from whatever training or lessons that they install in you. So at the end of the day, you become victim. So it takes courage to say no. Sometimes standing for your belief, it may cost you your friendships. So if it will cause you to, delete some of your friends, walk away from some gathering, cut off some friendship, do it to save yourself, that moral value, to save yourself your faith. So it's not a bad thing to walk away from a friendship that you notice that is not in line with your moral value. But temporary popularity is never worth permanent regret. So you should not, be carried away by that. So you should always be watchful and observe your terrain, observe your cycle, your friends, and what have you. So number four, we have pressure to abandon belief. This is another easy thing. As I was reading and I noticed, we have some people. This one time I saw online one guy, his story. His friend told me a story. He was a church goer, a little Christian boy coming up. But all of a sudden, he started to come online, started to debate that there is no God. So, like, it raises the question that, what is this guy saying? This guy that used to go to church, he came out as a Christian, he came out as a believer. But now the guy is arguing on Facebook that there is no God. So apparently he may have been pressured, to abandon belief. So if you really check out maybe his surrounding, maybe his friends, something has influenced him. So at the end of the day, he has been persuaded to believe whatsoever information that he had gotten from outside. So in schools, in universities, online spaces, young people are sometimes made to feel that faith is outdated. Yeah, so sometimes you see a girl she dresses modestly, but the moment she started to go to school and have so many friends, you find out that those friends start to influence her, saying what I don't know how to call it, Mary, right? Holy Mary. All because she dresses well, she dresses modestly. So at the end of the day, they may fool her. They say, oh, faith is that outdated thing, way bad thing. You dressing, you wearing long dress all the way reaching to your toes. that way bad start. So at the end of the day, they start to label you, as they want. So they start to give you some name. So it will be irrational, but at the end of the day, if you are not careful, you are going to, to listen to whatever they are going to say to you, and you are going to see yourself living according to the way they want you to live. So pressures to abandon belief is common in our society, and it's common in our cycle. So we have to be very mindful of that. So sometimes you may hear them saying, science has replaced faith. Smart people don't believe. Religion causes problem. All these things are very common in our society today. So at the end of the day, in fact, some people will say, you think the people are supposed to go heaven, they are already going heaven. So that alone, they're trying to tell you that there is no way to act modest, or there is no way to value, your moral, because no one is qualified to enter heaven. So that's it. If you are not careful, you'll be carried away. Who told you? There are still modest people. There are still people today on earth that are very faithful. Even though all of the pressures that our world is faced with, they are still, faithful. They are still standing on their moral value. So don't allow people to persuade you, to fool you that, oh, this is an old-fashioned thing. No, it's not an old-fashioned thing. So on that kind of, pressure, it is easy to stay silent about your beliefs. You listen to them, because you also have to coexist with, other people, even if they don't believe in what you believe in. So it is good to stay silent, and you can draw your line. You can identify your boundaries and set up boundaries that will help you, to not allow your character to be persuaded by, those people. So by faith under pressure, it doesn't mean being loud or aggressive. So you don't have to be loud. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to look down on other people. You don't have to condemn people also. You have to coexist with them. But you also have to know your value. You have to know what you stand for. You have to know where you're coming from, what you believe in. So for me, I personally, I don't have no, I don't have no criteria of keeping friends. That is to say, I may have you if I notice that you are not, going my direction. I cannot cancel your friendship, but I reduce the closeness. You may be my friend, but there are certain things we can't discuss. Here myself, we don't have that discussion, and there are certain things you will tell me. I will just listen to you because of listening sake, because we have to coexist. But I won't take that for granted, right? I won't take that information into consideration. So we should just live like that, like someone noticed that in me. They say, oh, you are just masking, like everything I say, almost like you agree with, but deep down you don't agree with it. And she was right, because you say something, you said there is no God. You said this other thing is not like this. So I will just listen to you, but I won't take you, serious. I won't take it deeply. So that's how it should be. So it doesn't mean I should, go ahead being aggressive, insulting you, something. No, we should coexist with people. We should be accommodative. We should, allow people in our space, but we should be mindful that, they shouldn't influence us with their bad character. Yeah, so lastly, we have family expectation. It also places pressure on our faith. Family expectations. Every one of us here, the panelists, Mr. Dolo, Mr. Mo, Queen, Myers, every one of us, we came from different backgrounds, but we have our family expectation. So you left from your country, your family, to travel to whether India, China, or Rwanda, wherever. Your family, they have expectation. Their expectation may be go and learn something, graduate, you come out with a degree so that we can celebrate. So your family expectation, yes, go and acquire all of the quality education, come back home and make, meaningful impact. So family expectation. So some young people, they face with pressure at home to pursue a certain career, to marry a certain time. Some family they get you to, when you are 25, hitting 27, 28. Sometimes your mother, your father call you, oh, my daughter, what's going on? Where is the man in your life? So that alone is a pressure. So we are faced with that. So to live according to family tradition, there are some family that have a specific tradition. So meaning if you want to get married, you should get married from a particular ethnic group. So that is their tradition. So that alone, and then you fell in love with somebody from different ethnic group or different belief, but that pressure will be on you. You will be thinking, what my family may say? How am I going to persuade them to accept my request? So that alone, it places a serious pressure on our life. And some people, if they are not careful, this can be a problem between they and their family. So balancing respect for family with personal conviction it can be extremely difficult. So faith helps guide decisions with with wisdom, not rebellion. So try to see how best to give meaningful reasons to your family, to your mom, your dad, or whosoever, so that they can understand where you are coming from and what you think about what they are telling you. So what pressure does to faith, pressures can do one or two things. It either break you or it build you. So today, I want to encourage you, whatever pressures you are going through or you are faced with, you should be careful, because if you don't handle that pressure well, it either break you or it build you up. So like I said previously, challenges come not to destroy our faith, but it comes to what? To reveal us, to know, to make us to identify who we really are. So to also, find our true identity. So those are the two things that faith does. And in my concluding statement, I would like to encourage every one of us, our listeners, everybody, that pressures or challenges, they are what? They are necessary in life. We should not, take it for granted. They come to build us, because pressure is not your enemy. Pressure, no, is not your enemy. It is your training ground. So every generation faces its own challenges. So for our generation, we are faced with digital pressure. We are faced with social pressure. We are faced with academic pressure. We are faced with identity, pressure to identify who we are, where we belong. So, we are just faced with so many things in our generation. But faith was never meant to be convenient, because it was meant to be courageous, to strengthen us, to boost us. So when you feel pressure to compromise, remember, you are not alone. There are many people in today's world that they are faced with even more than what you are faced with. So, and when you are faced with pressure, remember that your values matter. Your value. Don't just live for the moment. Don't just live for the instant. Remember your value. So temporary pressure is not worth permanent regret. So you should be careful with your decision, because of your present condition may cause you to make a decision that will affect you in the future, which of course is going to be bad. So you have to be very careful, and you have to handle the situation. So thank you very much for the time. Thank you for the time for me. And I hope I work in time. Thank you.
I was just about to remind, yeah. So thank you so much. Wow, I learned, like, you are laid down the basis. We just gonna test around in everyone. So for those that are just joining, I want to say welcome to the Myers TV. Our topic is faith on pressure. You can leave your comments. You ask your questions, your thoughts in the comment section. It's gonna be identified. So let's take a break and then we start again.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much to our technical Miles. Like again, our topic remains the same: faith, honor, pressures. You know, when our guest, Mr. Gibson, had touched all over like hell. So when our guest was speaking, he did mention about he talks about academic pressure, right? So you know, one of the things that gave all the youth the opportunity, you know, the time to identify ourselves, you know, all those things we have been learning, calling ourselves a believer, a person that believe in themselves, a person that live for integrity, you know. But once your faith have been tested through these means, right, it helps you to know where you stand. It also makes people to know who you are in terms of challenges, in terms of difficulty. That's why most interview, if you go for interview, most often they're gonna ask you if you work under pressure, because they want to know in that pressure how will you relate to issues, right? When it comes to our academic, many a times we see in our daily life, we go to school, we see some competition. Some people are fast learner, some people are slow learner, you know. At times you go to school and you see that perhaps your grades is not really going the way it's supposed to go. Most of the India where teachers don't have privacy on that, they're gonna ask you, stand you up and tell you, hey queen, why you are not studying now? You know, they ask you these things among your friends. They don't care. You know, for we Africans, we believe, you know, our teachers won't do that. Like, but in India, there is no privacy. If you score great, they're gonna come in class, ask you why you scored a grade, why you are not studying. So many a time a situation like that you face, you know, this is where our faith, you know, as a student test. Because sometimes now your mind will be like, okay, I'll just cheat, you know, or I will envy my friends that exceeding were in their performance. I will envy them. When I come to class, I won't speak to anyone. You know, these are things, negativity. Sometimes it runs in the mind, but once your faith is built on that principle, what have you to do that? You are someone who inspire you. You believe in yourself. You know, once you are not picking up those that are in classroom that are fast learning, you know, you can go around and ask them what's the remedy. If it's study time, you create study time with them. You know, you're study together 1 hour, 2 hour, you know, till you can pick up. So these are things coming to social media, you know, nowadays. We see there is a huge competition on the media. You know, everyone want to blow. Yeah, in my case, where everyone want to blow on the media. So once I see this challenge on TikTok or anywhere Instagram, they want to participate. You know, some of them on dressing themselves nowadays for the girls. You know, if your room have a lot of things, the materials, you do your own challenge and post it. You know, these are things. So fast forward, let's just hear from our co-host because I cannot take much of your time. Bona Myers, what's your intake on this particular topic that is affecting our
Thank
youth?
Thank you so much. So, Brother Lee has said it all, and then there is something that drafted on my mind. So, I'm going to come from the medical perspective, right? So, statistics have showed that 60 to 75% of youth today die from pressure. And you know, gradually, when we talk about pressure, we have low pressure and we have high pressure. A lot of our people get to the hospital today, we find out that everybody having high pressure because we are overthinking, we are overdoing things, and these are problems that hospitals or health practitioners have faced today to control. When people get at the medical centers where reports have been read to them, they overthink. We know that we all have certain religions in our area. For example, they will tell you that that particular religion they cannot give blood to people. And whenever someone is between death and life, when they are being told that the only way you're going to make it unless you receive blood, and this religious or this kind of practice that they have carried on tells them that no, you cannot. We cannot give blood to this particular person. So tonight, when I look at the topic, it has been a serious problem in our society today. But let me tell us here tonight, from the medical perspective, what are those side effects that we face today when it comes to pressure, because we all talked about high pressure and low pressure. Normally, the health practitioner will tell you when we talk about your normal blood pressure should be 120 over 80. I talk about your systolic and diastolic, right? So whenever you exceed that, it's become a serious problem for you. Queen, why are you laughing? So we want to. I'm drafting at something, right? So whenever you exceed that, it becomes something, right? So why you think some of these things are, the doctor faces challenges today? It's just simple, right? Pressure is just a general term that we see, but different departments look at it. We look at it in a different perspective, right? So I'm saying I'm talking from the medical area, right? People will come to the hospital today. You understand they are overthinking, and we, in fact, we even joke with our health. We take our health very lightly, and then once we come, a report has been given to us, it starts to increase our blood pressure. And what happens when your blood pressure increase? There are two things, or there are a lot of things that come after it, right? There are a lot of things that come when your blood pressure increase. And a lot of us today, a lot of really young people today, check. That's go and do our blood pressure and see. A lot of us today, because we don't want to, number one, we don't want to work in time. We don't want to do everything within time. We wait for a last minute of time, right? And some of these things has to do with, we want to take any responsibility where we haven't reached. We want to feel like we have reached there. We want to feel we are reached there. And at the end of the day today, it has become serious problem for us, right? And you know that the pressure today we're talking about, yeah, how you call it, our teacher said, our guest said a lot, but we're talking from the medical perspective. When you have blood pressure today, you go, it takes a lot of time for, the doctors to help you in a situation, to help you to reduce that blood pressure, because it leads to chaos. It leads to chaos, right? It leads to chaos. And you see, like I'll tell you, statistics show 60 to 75% of our people today, we die from this pressure because we refuse to work in time. And secondly, our faith are getting us to a place of, we don't want to be exposed to a lot of things. We don't want to be exposed to a lot of things. And what happens when you are not exposed to a lot of things? Lack of ignorance is not, the law says lack of ignorance is no excuse to the law. Once the time reach for you to bear our consequences, you have to bear it. No matter the circumstances, you have to bear it. And these are challenges we face today. About just a meaning. Today, a lot of us, we face the challenges because we don't want to do things, in other manner. We don't want to listen to people who are around us. And that's why the topic said to us today, faith under pressure. Your belief, when it's under pressure, it makes you to do things that you don't want to do and have serious side effect on us. It leaves some of us, like we said, the hospital last. That's why some of us, we go to hospital and doctors will tell us that you have to calm down. Most of the people come to the hospital, the first thing the doctor tell you, you need rest. Do you know why the doctor is saying you need rest? Because you are overthinking. You are doing things more than your little age. And let's say for example, right? You are the age of 20, let's say between 20 to 25. There are certain things you have to do at that particular age. There are certain things you have to do when it comes to even your sleeps. There are certain times you have to get enough rest and other things. If you are not practicalizing these things, what happens when you get to the hospital? It becomes serious problem or serious embarrassment, for us. And at the end of the day now, when doctors fight, when they cannot find any solution for it, that's why you see today health practitioners have been blamed on the situations of young people today at the hospital. And a lot of our generation today, or a lot of us today, we are dying from these things because we joke with it. Our pressure level, we joke with it. And tonight we are here to say your belief today. We are also saying that don't try to work under pressure. Yeah, pressure is good. It's good sometimes at a certain point of time, but try to do things in time. One of the key things, you should try to do things in time, because when you are being pushed against anything, sometimes you overthink. Right? And what happened? Like we talk about your high BP, what happened? Your headache or fever, it try to increase. And when these things increasing, what happens? You think the body will really function well? The body doesn't function well. It becomes serious problem. Our guest also mentioned something about social media today has become one of the serious problems we face in our society. A lot of us today, we want to be on the social media. Every single thing, every little thing we see on the social media, we want to follow it. We want to be here and there with it, here and there with it. And it has been a serious problem for us today. I hope that we can listen to this thing, that the pressure we're talking about today, not just socially, not just religiously, but you have to look at your health as well. Because when you don't watch your health when it comes to the pressure today, you face serious challenges. Serious challenges. Either your blood is high or your blood is low. And normally your blood should be normal. That's the thing about it. You should be a normal person. Because when you are facing any of this problem here, whether you having a low, when you're having low blood pressure, sometimes you know what happens, the blood when blood run into your brain. There are a lot of us, we don't take doctor advice to do those things that doctors will tell us. And we face these challenges in our time today. Right? Somebody go to hospital, right? They need blood to survive. And then you are saying that no, it's against our rules and regulations that no, this person cannot get blood. Why? And you are looking at the person that is dying. And it is affect our society seriously today. And I hope that our parents and guardians who are listening tonight will try to look at these things, that religiously, socially, and our health matters as well. That we will all look at it when it comes to the pressure issue and then that of our faith. So I'd like to stop here for now, and maybe when we go forward, we'll say some things to our guests. Thank you, to our host. Thank you.
Thank you so much. While actually laughing when you're talking, I envy you for the field still. Yeah, I envy you. So let us not drive into that because from the administrative background, speaking from the administrative background, HR wants you to work under pressure. They want you to, how do you cope with leadership, in terms of pressure? So that's another topic, another
Get
discussion for another.
pressure. When you get pressure, you come to the hospital. We'll lay you somewhere. That's the thing about it. Because you saying that
And
HR, yes, we agree with that. You work under pressure. Queen, in case a person is working under pressure, their blood. Once we talk about pressure, we talk about when blood has been pushed. Right? When blood is being pushed by the heart, right? When it push against the artery, right? When blood has been pushed against. So somebody is working. Look at the pressure thing we're talking about. A place only psychologically. It plays on you and it creates certain things within your body structures, everything changes, right? Your physical structure, everything changes and other things. So when it happening to you now, you get at the hospital there, right? That's why you see a lot of you today from their business background, medicine they can finish from your bag. Every day you get medicine to take because you want to work under pressure. And we won't get tired saying this, that yes, it's good from your perspective, but we're saying to it, you must relax yourself and work because it's also good for your health. We look at your health from that perspective. So take it very seriously.
okay, health partitions, So like I said, let us not traveling to that because it will be very serious argument when it comes to medical people and people from administrative background. That, you have to think fast forward. You have to have an analytical skills. In terms of how you manage your time. We always talk about time management here. So let's hear from one of our panelists, Mr. Mo. What's your intake? What's your view on this topic? Faith on pressure.
Okay, thank you so much. So, you know, when our guest was just speaking, he made mention of almost everything regarding pressure.
Sir, can you be a bit audible, sir? Can you be a bit audible, please, sir?
And I really wanted to talk, but I knew he have it there, man, on the show that will not allow anything to go.
So, am I audible now? Am I audible now?
I just
Yes, sir,
amplify
you're
your
doing well. Yeah, you have
Okay,
to
thank.
amplify that a little bit more.
speak
Uh,
uninterrupted. Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry. Look, the place, where I stay, like the place actually getting cold now at the moment, and I'm not having a warm clothes on.
My
So
friend, you have heater. My friend, you have heater of all dimensions of all nature. We know that.
See our guests. One of the good thing I love our guests in telling us we are in winter. You see the middle in club. Telling our channel we are in winter here and can bluff on the show.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, so Alfred,
uh,
you have options, natural options, and and the other way around though.
Be my president. Mr. Moore, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
I'm trying all possible best to see how best to for my little brother Philip, and I'm sure I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tonight. So how big? Like I was saying. So when our guest was just speaking, he made mention of all these stuff regarding pressures, like academic pressures, relation pressure, and so forth. So, but there are a few things I will actually like to stress on. We should actually understand that faith under pressure is not always about being perfect, but it's all about being consistent. Because because nowadays people actually let's say misunderstood or confuse pressure for being punishment. But sometimes pressure is all about being it's always about preparations. What am I trying to say now? But first, let's look at just two pressures. Let's look at our financial pressure and our relationship pressure. Because our guests I always speak about almost all the type of pressures. But now I would like to talk about
And
few pressures.
like that use the time to do publicity on that.
Okay. I'm not here tonight for folks, right? I'm not here to make any fuss because I know I get people who are waiting on this show tonight to actually make confusion with me. But I'll be I like I didn't see the right coming. The biology free from temptation. That's what I'm doing. So now if we look at financial pressure, you know nowadays, okay, let me give a typical example. Probably we all graduate from our respective university and then we try to look for jobs in the market. Now, trying to look for jobs are being difficult. Bills are increased. Like when our guest was speaking, mention of you have studied trying to get a quarter, a flying quarter grade, and then at the end, jobs have become scarce for you. You're seeing that your bills are increasing because definitely, if you happen to graduate from India or whatever location you find yourself, parents or people now are looking up to you to do something better with your life, to actually have something for yourself. So that means that financial pressure has been put over your head. But you see, pressure is not about it's not about you living. Like I said, it's not about what, you being perfect, but it's about you being consistent. It's about you doing the rightful things. Because like if you read the book of Mark, when you say, "Well, put ye first the kingdom of God, in all other things shall be added unto you." So if you actually understand that, if you can actually work in pressure and still be consistent, if you can actually face the financial struggle and still be consistent, because if you actually if you actually facing that financial struggle, one of the things you got to experience, you got to see opportunity comes to your way that is not right for you. Because you see, maybe your friend comes to you and say, "Okay, but I think we can try to jump this coming stuff, or you can try to do money ritual, or you can try to do this, you can try to do that." Because you actually under pressure right now at this moment, you need money to pay your bills. You need money to cater to your family. You need money to do this, you need money to do that, and then you try to go astray. But if you can actually stay firm under pressure, that is what we call faith under pressure. The faith that never bends under pressure. Like our guest was speaking, he made mention of Daniel in the Bible. Daniel was facing government pressure, cultural pressure, but yet they stay. He still firm with his faith under pressure. Now we look at the other pressure I'm talking about. We're talking about relationship pressure. Nowadays we see some what other relationships are good, some other relationships are bad, some are in relationship. Now tomorrow is Valentine's Day, what tomorrow is Valentine's Day. There are a lot of pressure going to be all around. Lot of pressure. You open your blue app, you see the other person with their partner, they are saying lovely things, they are going lovely places, they are doing a lot of lovely things. And now you look at yourself, am I getting young? Am I getting old? You see now you try to what? You try to put yourself under pressure because you want to do things. You actually want to go at you actually want to be in a relationship. No problem. Okay, let's do your relationship. Now we look our young girls, our young boys. Now probably you are entering into a relationship because you actually want to keep that relationship as a girl. You want to keep that relationship as a girl. Now you try to what, cross your sexual boundary, even if you are not reached to that point, or even if your culture say that you should probably be married before having intimacy. Now because you want to keep your relationship, you are under pressure right now to keep certain things in your relationship, to keep your happiness, to keep that let's say that bond in your relationship, and now you try to to put yourself under pressure and do things. But but there is one thing you should understand in relationship. Love, it should respect boundaries. So if you actually respect the boundary and stay free, you understand that all these things are just temporary, all these things are just fun. That you should what? You should maintain your dignity, you should maintain who you are. Because if you actually understand that your real identity it comes from pressure, if you can stay free in pressure, there where your real identity comes from, that where to show that okay, this person is truly who they say they are. This person is truly say who they say are. Like if you look at sexual media and biblical in the Bible, you understand that after all these things that the king have said to them, okay, we'll put in the fire, he even put them into the fire. You understand that these people stay firm. They say they can never bow down. This is about being more consistent. It's not about okay, because of this, I think I tried, I cannot make it anymore. So I have to do this. I think I tried, I cannot make it anymore. So I have to do this. This is not about it. This is about what you are being consistent. You being what you be staying frame that okay, I cannot cross this boundary. This is me. I cannot do this. This is me. I cannot do that. This is me. This is the real time of what your faith under pressure. This is the real time to prove that okay, okay, I have this faith under pressure. Like if we all look at the professional side, if you go for a job interview and then actually say, okay, how do you handle pressure? Probably okay when our schools are speaking in mention of your job site, you facing pressure from your employer telling you that oh you should do this work when come. Okay, probably we are the IT people. Probably we are being given a project to build a website, okay, or to actually build a certain software, and then in that case they are giving a certain time frame which is very short. Now we under pressure, what to do. But that show and then if I ask you how do you manage pressure? Probably work your own under pressure doing work. How do you manage it? They actually ask you to know okay how consistent you going to be, how consistent you going to be on even under pressure. How consistent? How you going to deliver this work? Are you going? Are you going? Because you don't want to tell me that oh you're going to tell your boss that oh because I was under pressure, so that's why I was not able to do the work, or because I was under pressure, that's why I didn't complete the work, or because I was under pressure, that's why the work didn't come up good. That is not an excuse for your boss. Your boss expects you to be consistent. Your boss expects you to stay firm. Your boss expects you to be who you are to show your real identity. Okay, no matter how it be, even though I might be under pressure, but I will still stay firm. I will still come out with a good result for my project. So and then I would like to leave this last one. I would like to leave the last one. You see, if you actually understand, faith under pressure is not all like I said before, it's not all about being perfect, but it's about being consistent. It's about choosing your integrity over popularity. If we look at the social media today, most people right now because of social media pressure, like our girl was speaking about social media pressure. Because she's under that pressure. Some people want to get 1K leg, 2K leg, 3K leg. I remember when I remember certain year in Liberia, certain time reach that 1K leg, 2K leg basically. It was almost like a trend. Everybody want to get everybody want to be a celebrity on Facebook. 1K, 2K. So now people start doing things that they're not supposed to do. People start showing that naked and not supposed to do. They want to do things that will actually attract the viewers man to actually like that post. But faith on the person is about what? Choosing your integrity over popularity. The next one is about patience over panic. It's about you being patient and not to panic. You have to choose patience over panic. It's not about when you own person, you try to panic and then you try to do things the wrong way because you don't want for problem to come, you don't want anything to come. So you try to compromise your faith. It's about what? Choosing over patience over panic. And the last one, conviction over convenience. You gotta what? Choose your conviction over convenience. And the last one, your purpose over pressure. You have to choose your purpose. You have to choose your purpose over pressure. Look at pressure and say, no matter how it be, I can do this. No matter how difficult it is, I can do this. Let me talk about a man in the Bible, Jasper. I think we all know about Jasper. Jasper was only one of the person for even birth. Imagine you being born, and then because of what your mother go through before giving birth to you, she actually leave you after pain, after sorrow. And then you as a child growing up, every time you hear a name, you hear pain, you hear a name, you hear sorrow, you hear a name, and then that kind of pressure being on you. But Jasper stay free. And guess what Jasper did? Jasper said, Lord, enlarge my coast, enlarge my territory, enlarge me. He stay free. So it's about what you still in faith. It's not about what Jabba will get another option. He will say, oh no, I will do that, I will do this, I will do that. You have another option. But he stay firm and make sure that he maintains his integrity over popularity. He maintains his conviction over convenience. He maintains his purpose over pressure. So I will stop it for tonight, and then we will come back later. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moore. When you're speaking, you actually stress on something that really captured my heart when you talk about, you know, the whole scenario where our goal is not about taking pressures, but it's about knowing your identity in the midst of pressure. That's the goal. Knowing who you are in the midst of pressure, in the midst of circumstances, situation that arise in your life, knowing your true identity, your potential, knowing your capability of what you are capable of doing, that you cannot compromise your faith because of this. That's our goal. So like you were speaking, a lot of times, challenges arise in your life or arises in your life where you feel that there is no God. Even from the biblical aspect like Christianity, a lot of people in the Bible that faith were tested. Looking at Peter in the Bible, wherein he have to share everything he has to follow this one Jesus, that I believe his friends that they grew up together were moving forward in life. They have everything to that ability. He just fell behind one man everywhere he go, you go. I believe even his family, like sometimes they question me concerning that because if you are a providing person, right, and just say your whole property and just follow behind somebody, you deal with responsibility, like he was under pressure, but he still stood his ground. He stood firm. He know his identity. Say, this Jesus I'm following is I'm not just following the Jesus because I need riches. I'm following the Jesus because I need a life after this life. I need a life. I need eternal life. If you look at in the book, in the scripture again, when it comes to Ruth Naomi's story, when you look at in the scripture, it comes to Hannah's story, where Hannah was under pressure. Imagine your mate walking at you, Berlina all the time, calling you herself an embarrassing woman. She was under pressure, but knowing her true identity, she's the child of God, that the God had brought her to that fight could work her situation where even Hannah went about the scripture say Hannah went to Shiloh every day. You know, it came a time even the prophet even asked Hannah if she was drunk. Imagine in our setting nowadays. Imagine things are bothering me are going to church. Or things are bothering us going to church and we are praying concerning that and maybe our pastor or priest come to tell us say, are you drunk, Myers? Are you drunk? Imagine nowadays, our youth, it might be serious muscles in our church that they fighting. But Hannah stood her ground. She knew what she was up for. She know her identity. Her faith was sober. That nothing could temper around it. So that's it. In the midst of pressure, in the midst of circumstances, in the midst of situation, as a youth, as a young person, as a Christian, you know, knowing yourself are different religions, right? Like Islam, like Hindus, knowing where you come from, knowing that I cannot certain things, I cannot compromise my faith because of this. Nowadays you see some like in the Western world, even in Liberia, you don't even understand the meaning of putting chains on your feet, tattoo. Once you see your friend doing it, you start to do it. Right? In the midst of these challenges, these competition nowadays in our century, knowing your identity, I'm a Christian. My faith is against this. I cannot do this. So that's our goal tonight. So let's hear from Mr. Dolo. I don't want to get time. because I didn't allot that time to anyone, but I trust you. I trust you so much. So let's hear from you, Mr. Tolo. You are welcome, sir.
I like the situation you put me in, so I'm going to humbly and responsibly handle that. I like it. I like it too. Yeah, it's all about time, and we just can't have our guests here, for the entire night because of the time difference. So I understand that now. Thank you. Again, I kind of analyze between our guest, statements, all that he said, and analyzed that of Miles and also more. And I like the way you smartly summarized, or like you said, the pressure comes to reveal our real identity. Perfect. That's it. That is why we are here to, tell our followers, encourage our brothers and sisters on how to stand firm when pressure is about to reveal your true identity. So before I go further, I would like to go in the chat room, not the chat, but the comment section, and hide those unwanted comments. I think someone is trying to do something weird in the comment section. Myers. Yeah, I sent you a couple of messages, but your attention is not to your. So please go in the comment section and hide those
Okay.
unwanted comments. Yeah, please
Okay.
do that. All right, thank you. So again, like I said, pressure comes to reveal our identity, who we are, what we stand for, and what is our worth. And that's clear. So if you don't define who you are in this life, if we actually don't define who we are in life, what happens? The word is actually going to define us, Queen. If you don't influence me, I have the power to influence you, be it negatively or positively. Now, how can one position himself or herself, to be influenced positively rather than being, influenced negatively? This is the core of our discussion tonight. And like you all have shared your views. There where faith comes, there where faith comes, faith actually brings to you, to your subconscious, to your mind, to your heart, to your understanding that, okay, no matter what the pressure might be from trends, from social media, from family, from relationship, from academics, from business, whatever that pressure might be, once you have clearly, not once you can, but once you have already, clearly defined who Miss is, there can be no pressure breaking you down. There can be no family pressure breaking you down. Although they have their expectation. Smartly, Mr. Gibson said, our family, our families have their expectation for us. Should their expectations break us apart? No. Their expectations should actually build us up. That's what expectations are meant for. But if you don't know who you are and someone else's expectation, comes to you, you kind of being unstable as to whether or not you should manage the person's expectation to your own life goals. That's where faith comes in. And faith becomes our strength in that journey. Faith becomes the control system on how we can handle the peer pressure from our friends. It becomes our strength. It becomes a complete control system. And let us not forget now, faith reminds us that our journey is personal, Mr. Gibson. Faith tells us our journey in this life is personal. No matter the pressure from your boss, no matter the pressure from your mom and dad, no matter the pressure from your children, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, no matter the pressure from your employer, no matter the pressure from your faculty, no matter the pressure from society, no matter the pressure from your friend's circle, no matter the pressure, this journey of life we have is personal. I repeat, this journey of life we all have is personal. We might be from the same stream of studies. We might be from the same industry. We might be from the same family. We might be from the same, religion. We might be from the same country. We might be from the same cycle, the same team. But guess what? Our journey towards the destination is different. Our journey is different. Let's look at the gemstone industry, where we have different minerals that make up, our gemstone industries, like the different minerals we wear on the gold, the diamond, the silver, the sapphire, and other stuff. And we're going to take a critical look at the diamond. The diamond. Let's take a critical look at the diamond. Diamond has already predefined itself what kind of mineral it is. It has actually done that. It has predefined itself and its value. Like I said in previous episode, our worth. We should know our worth. So diamond knows its worth. Now, whether you went and got the diamond from wherever you got it from and you took it to the refinery where it is going to go under pressure, what happens? The diamond does not lose its value, its worth. But guess what it does? It positions itself after being refined by you. It positions itself at a premium level that everyone in the world, everybody in the world goes for a diamond ring. Everyone is going for a diamond ring. Everyone is going for a diamond bracelets. Why? Because the diamond has predefined itself. The diamond knows its worth. And once it is being taken to the refinery session or the refinery industry to be refined, and that refinement is pressure right there, Miles. Mr. Moore, the refinement process is a complete pressure. So what happens when we undergo pressure? When we undergo pressure, before undergoing that pressure, we have to predefine ourselves. We have to know our worth. We have to know our value. We have to know where we want to go and what we ought to give out to society. So once that is clear, and whatever pressure we undergo, we come out brilliantly. We come out beautifully. We come out with a flying colors. Like your story you just gave, Mr. Gibson, when your experience you had in Morocco with other students. Now, this is it. Let's make you guys, an example of this mineral, right? There were other people, the lesson being taught in foreign language, blah, blah, blah. Other people knew, other students knew who they are or who they were and what they stand for. So no matter the academic challenges, you still stand your ground. Why? Because that is pressure. And as you stand your ground and go through that tough time, that situation, what happens? You don't necessarily have to make the A's, Mr. Gibson. You don't necessarily have to make the A+ or the O, but you making the C and the C+ and the B defines who you are, because you stand firm and you were not troubled by the lessons being taught in foreign language. We experience it here in India. We are all witness to that. We are all witness to that. You have faculties coming to the class, a few of them speak English, and the vast majority of them, the Hindu or the Punjabi, they speak that. You find that they will come to class and say, good morning. They just talk for 10 minutes in English, but the rest of the time, they go into their own language. But your ability to withstand that pressure, your ability to come home afterwards and do your own further studies becomes your faith in action, becomes your identity in action. I know my purpose here in India. You know your purpose in China. We know our purpose in India, right? We know our purpose. So no matter the circumstance in life, I'm saying to our followers now, no matter the circumstance in life, no matter the situations in life, no matter the rigmarole, the takes and things in life, we have to know who we are. We have to know where we belong. We have to know where we want to go. We have to know what we hope to achieve. Once those things are being clearly defined, when the pressure comes, we use our faith. We use our identity to withstand them. Don't forget, like I said, this journey in life towards our destination is personal. Your mom is not going to travel on this journey. Your dad, your friend, though they can accompany you, but guess what? They are not going to get you there. Now, in the process of accompanying you to your destination, too many things happen. Death occurs, sickness occurs, a financial crisis occurs, frustration occurs, too many bad things happen. So are you going to break down in the middle of your journey? Nope. Why you are not to break down? Because this journey of life is personal. So whatever happens in the middle of the journey, you have to continue the journey. You have to continue the journey. So this entire life we live, especially in the Gen Z, we are not looking at Gen X, Gen Y, but looking at the Gen Z, this generation we now live. If one can clearly define himself, if one can clearly define herself, you making it to your destination is a yes. It's a possibility, because those pressures will come. Like Queen said, the pressure is not coming to break you, but the pressure is coming to make you. And I listened to Alfred said that. It's coming to make you. Your consistency, he says so. You have to be consistent in your decision making. You have to be consistent in your day in and your day out, in your night in and your night out, in your afternoon in and your afternoon out, your evening in and your evening out. You have to be consistent. And our faith, be it a religious one or be it a general one, should always make you courageous, my people. Like, you should be unapologetic for what you do. We have to be unapologetic for what we do, because no one else is going to go to the mountaintop with us. We're going to go to the mountaintop alone. So we have to say no without, any apology. If you know this thing is bad, if you know this thing is going to hamper you in the future, be unapologetic with your response. If your response is no, it's no. If your response is yes, it's yes. So let's practice the art of being unapologetic. Let's practice that art, Miles. When we can say no to bad things, let's stand our ground to say no. Jesus said, let your no be your no, and let your yes be your yes. That is pure unapologeticness in action. Let's practice the art of being unapologetic with what we do, what we say, and what we act upon. It's very important. It's very important in these days and time. We from the religious side, from the Muslim, the Christians, I don't want to talk about just one religion. We have our strong faith. That is our strong belief in this doctrine we believe. Our doctrine say you ought to do this and not to do this. Whatever our doctrine says, let's stand and let's go according to it. It is our own conviction, our spiritual conviction, rather than, just seeking proof. We need not seek external proof or external validation. Let us accept ourselves. Let's accept ourselves. And looking at faith in a general term, right? It simply means your trust and your confidence in you or in something else. It's your trust and your confidence in yourself, in someone or something else. So the question is, what is your trust or your confidence in? What have you put your trust and confidence in? If you have put your trust and confidence in being a man of integrity, being a woman of substance, yes, no matter, the bullies, no matter people talking down on you, no matter what comes your way, no matter the negative comments, you have to stand your ground. You have to be unapologetic with your decision. It's very important, guys. It's very important that in our time and in our season, We need not be conformed to this word, but we have to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, by practicalizing that which is good, not bad. It's very important. And let us try to choose our friends based on character. We need not choose our friends based on their material wealth, Queen. Miss Queen, we need not do that. We need not choose our Miss Queen, parents is a wealthy people. Miss Queen has iPhone 17 Pro Max. Miss Queen is living in her own apartment. She drives her own car. No, I'm not going to base my friendship on that. Let's base our friendship on characters. Let's base our friendship on value, not popularity. We need not do that. Let's practice to build our friendship. Let's practice to build our relationship. Oh, the man is handsome, the woman is beautiful. I like her physical feature. Miles, here's the fun part of me. During my free time when I'm Facebooking, I watch, some other contents, especially the puppet, the balloon. I think, Queen, you have witnessed that. The balloon where you kind of pop when a girl walks in. People look out the male, look how physical feature, what she says, and then they pop the balloon on you. Oh my, see, I watched that, right? You watched that. No, the reason why I watched that content is because I want to, critically analyze people's point of view, making friendship and going into a relationship. That's the reason why I witnessed the puppet, that balloon game. As the man walks in, the woman be, some of the females be like, I don't like your dress code. That's what I pop on you. I don't like your hair. That's what I pop on you. I don't like your physical features. That's what I pop on you. I think many girls are going to pop on us because some of us, we don't have a great physical feature. We are short in height. Yeah, we are short in height. I don't think so. Right? So I try to watch that content to analyze people's view on entering a relationship. Some people will say, I'm not too religious. Some people will say, me, I don't follow Jesus. So because you don't follow Jesus, you're not too religious. I pop on you. Let us be very critical when we are making friendships and relationship. And our critics should be based on the characters of the person, not the appearance of the person. This is my point, my people. This is my point. So whatever relationship we enter into, yes, I'm ending on this, ma'am. So whatever relationship we are entering into, whatever, man, come on, whatever friendship we are establishing, right? Let's base them on characters. It's important that we do. And let's avoid those environments that are going to weaken our faith. I'm ending on this. Any environment that's going to cause you to lose sight of your faith, any environment that's going to cause you to see you as inferior, any environment that's going to cause you to feel less important, any environment that's going to cause you to look, I'm sorry for bad choice of words, but to look stupid in your own eyes, you have to exit that environment. Like Jesus said again, and I quote, right? If your left ear causes you to sin, you have to slash it out. That's what Peter did. Peter saw that those guys were coming to, crucify Jesus. He'd be like, no, Jesus, he said, when my left ear causes me to do this, I have to cut it out. What Peter did, practically, he slashed it out. And Jesus being merciful, Jesus being forgiven, he'd be like, oh, Peter, those who live by the sword, die by the sword. So that's what I'm saying to us today. Whatever pressure we experience in class, whatever pressure we experience at the work places, whatever pressure we experience in the marketplaces, whatever pressure we experience in our family that comes with their expectation, whatever pressure we experience, from our spouse, whatever pressure from our children, whatever pressure from society, whatever pressures from the universe, it comes to reveal our true identity. So if you clearly define who you are, the pressure is going to make you to shine like a diamond, that everyone is going to go at the jewelry industry and purchase a diamond ring, of which I would like to buy for my future wife. Thank you.
Keyword diamond ring. Yeah, so that
Yeah,
was the voice.
definitely.
That was the voice of one of our panelists, Mr. Dodo. You know, when you're saying something, concerning we have to be in an environment that embrace what we that give us strength, right? That embrace what give us strength. You know, and our guests were also talking concerning that miracle stuff. You know, everyone that have traveled outside of Liberia, one will experience that. You know, when I came to India, in August 2022, I came a bit late. And looking at India status, how they do things based on independence, in Liberia, but when I took us, if I started one, I started one, that type of way of coming out, all these things, looking at it coming to India, where you have to do everything every grade you score, it come from your own brain, no AI, nobody, and the bad thing about it, you reading, like, just a 10-point question, if you reading, they expect to read at least 5 pages. What will I be reading to that extent? 5 pages. So, all these things, it used to confuse me when I came in there every time. Teacher will be teaching, I'll be sitting on the back crying. That's how I was confused. I met one Zimbabwean boy, one of my friends, he used to encourage me. He said, "Oh, Queen, I was still having language barrier, teacher teaching. I don't understand anything." When I come home, I'll call my friend, I will explain to him, I will be crying on the phone sometimes, create weekend time, we stay together. But unfortunately, my first semester result was not encouraging. Hey, I said I want to go back home. I'm calling my dad. I want to go back home, but of course, because hearing, they only can make fun of us when you're like, when you explain, I found out that low key. Before you even ready to you get a fear. They tell you because you have the red tell the 6 pages, imagine. All these things before they tell you, can you already get a fear? My first result, I think good. I told my friend to say, "Oh, Queen, yeah, we would make it." The last place I was expecting that type of way, they're going to mock at me, even get angry with me. It was my dad. Yeah, but when I called in that day, I was scared. Every time my dad would ask me, "Queen, the result not come out yet." I said, "No, they send there to you. They send there to you," because I don't want to share the result. So my friend forced my result on my dad. He sent my result on my dad. When my dad saw the result that day, I talked to him, he said, "Oh, Queen, he can make it. If I'm on that, he said, he try, Queen." Like, I was like, all these things encourage you. You have to be around people that inspire you, people that motivate. Even if they know that you are your lowest, they still inspire you to do more. So that's a part of it. So for those that are following our topic, remain the same, faith under pressure. You can like the show, you can comment, you can give your own thoughts in the comment section, and we'll put it on the screen so everyone can get our input on that. So let's go into a break and then we'll come to wrap it up. Our technical member exponent.
Oh, my TV, light in the world. My TV, shine on the screen. Voices of hope, living the dream. From Africa's heart to the
Okay, thank you so much. So, Mr. Philip, do we have anyone who draft questions in our comment section so we can go after it? Okay, if there is none,
I think so.
let's take if there is none, let's take our parting statement from our panel before we'll go into our guest. So, I want to start with Mr. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. I'm observing it.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's take to any
Okay,
other
ma'am.
person.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So, to our followers again, we'd like to thank you for being with us since Wednesday till today. And tomorrow again, we're going to be here. And we hope that you keep following us and keep sharing the show. And as we preach these things, let's all try to practicalize them. It's important. And please, you can form your own group or in your devotion time, and you kind of relay our message, to your family, to your friends. You can recommend this platform to them. We just came, on this social media to build every one of us. That's the core value or the core purpose of the mindset vision. We created this page so that we all can grow together, we all learn together, and we all go together so that our country, Liberia, can be, seen in a very good faith. Our country, Liberia, can be seen as a country of resilience, as we've been seen in other people's eyes, and our country can be seen as an educated country, because when the people are educated, the country is educated. So we came on this social media platform, the YouTube, the Facebook, to actually help every one of us to learn. Some people have conversation like this, they are in search of platform like this, not only watching those bad things happening on the social media. So it's good that we came on to serve them. So we are here to serve you. We are here for nation building. We are here for man making. We are here for personal development as well. So thank you for always following us. And don't forget, let your faith remind you that your journey is personal. Yeah, that's what I came with today. Your faith should remind you that your journey to your destination or to your success in life is personal. And whatever pressure that comes your way should come to build you, but not to break you. And don't go into any bad environment. Don't do so. Life is beautiful, life is short. Enjoy the moment while you are here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You will enjoy the movement while you are young. So let's hear from Mr. Mo. 1 minute, sir. Your parting comment. Mr. Mo is on this show now. So let's hear from Paula Myers.
Okay, thank you so much. Our people have said it all. Like I said, while you are in the struggle of going under pressure and also putting your faith to work, don't also forget about your health, because it's something that is very cardinal. Because if you loses your health, it becomes serious problem for you. Like I said previously, I tried to lay some basis regarding our health, because we take this very serious. In the name of, we want to attain this, we want to get this, we want to get this. It's very good to work on it, but I want to say your health is a priority. So whenever you see that you are doing more than what you should be doing, try to visit the health centers and try to get some treatment. Try to relax yourself. We are still young, we have more age in our favor, but the only way we can reach to those ages that we have in our favor, unless we maintain ourselves right now, we need to be healthy first right now, and then those things that we are looking far ahead of, we will be able to reach them. So tonight the topic say your faith under pressure. So while the pressure coming, be it academic, whatever side, your religious thing, we say keep healthy, because it matters a lot. When your health fail, you'll find yourself to where you don't want to be. So I would like to say thank you for joining us. Like my brother said, we are always live here on Facebook and then that of YouTube. So most of you will say Agent Speak and be live streaming. We can be live streaming to on YouTube. Go and follow us there. And we hope that maybe at times to come we will try to get other platforms that we can relay this program to. And I hope that a lot of us have been blessed from the text messages we receive on a daily basis. and we encourage you to please follow. Sometimes take your own time, like my brother said, right? Just take your own time, sit the family down, see your peers group. We are saying to our parents, our guardians now, see your peers group. This is what they are saying. Let's look into it and then let's see the reality about it. And I believe that because a lot of our people today face difficulty when it comes to, having this internet, right? So our parents or guardians who are watching, you can still take your phone, give it to those young people around you and say, see these things, let's look at the discussion, and it's going to help us a lot, to share the information in our communities, wherever our surrounding, wherever we are. So I want to say thank you so much, most especially to our guest, my own senior brother Lee. Thank you for always being a call away for us, and we appreciate your presence with us. Thank you, Madam Host. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was the voice of our co-host, Bona Myers. Thank you so much, sir. So let's hear from our guest, Mr. Gibson. Your parting comment. Is there anything that you wanted to say, and then perhaps oversight we couldn't identify these things or give you time, you can just elaborate on that for 2 minutes. If there is none, you can give your parting comment. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Queen. Thanks to all of the panelists. So I listened to their fair contribution. They spoke well. So Myers came with, the medical implication of pressure, and Alfred and Queen, they sparse it off with the biblical, background, and Mr. Dolo King, he spoke about the personalization. We have to personalize, pressure and something like that. So the show was quite interesting tonight, and I enjoy. I also learned, a lot from the panelists, and to our listeners. I guess we provided rich, insights today. So you have learned enough. So nothing else to be said. So we just hope that you join us tomorrow, Saturday, as we continue this discussion. So it's a good thing from my end, and I say good night.
Okay, thank you so much. That was the voice of our guest,
Thank
Mr.
you, sir.
Gibson.
Okay.
That was the voice on Mr. Gibson. I've been here for 2 nights, hoping to see him again. So thank you so much, Mr. Gibson, for always, accepting our invite and willing to educate our young people out there, including ourselves. I want to say thank you, and thanks to our followers have been from year of all from 10:30 to now is 12:21 a.m. at my end. I want to say thank you for always following us, comment, share the Matters platform, and then we always appear here on Wednesday from India time from 10:30 to 12, and also in Liberia is 5 p.m. And also come here on Friday, on Saturday. So we have 3 days in a week. You are welcome. This is how Jordan Kedins. Good night. I love you. Happy planning time. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.